It all happened in a single afternoon. One moment, my life was a carefully constructed tower of achievements and routines. The next, a single email notification shattered it all. My job was gone. Just like that. The identity I wore like a second skin vanished, leaving my calendar a blank, mocking grid. The world I knew, with its familiar rhythms, had suddenly gone silent. The silence was deafening, amplifying my fears and insecurities. I drifted through the city, my apartment now a museum of a life that no longer fit. The awards, the work clothes, the half-finished projects, all artifacts from a past that ended in an instant. That first night, I didn't sleep. I replayed the day, searching for answers that wouldn't come. My sense of self had been tied to that job. Without it, who was I? I felt like a ship cut loose from its anchor, drifting in a vast, dark ocean. Friends called with sympathy, but their words felt distant. The silence wasn't just an absence of noise, it was an absence of purpose, direction, and me. In the weeks that followed, shock hardened into isolation. My phone, once buzzing with work and plans, was now quiet. I avoided gatherings, unable to answer, "So what do you do?" The four walls of my apartment became a safe but suffocating cocoon. Isolation bred self-doubt. My inner critic grew louder, telling me I'd failed. Social media became a daily ritual of comparison and inadequacy. I realized how much of my identity depended on external validation. Without praise or purpose, I felt invisible. Simple tasks became monumental. My motivation vanished. I was adrift, my sense of purpose gone, just going through the motions. I couldn't see it then, but this painful uncertainty was the crucible for a new understanding of myself. The turning point came quietly, in the stillness of another empty afternoon. I wondered, is my value really just a job title? Can my worth be taken away so easily? I saw how deeply I'd entangled my self-worth with achievements and approval. It was terrifying to admit, but also liberating. I could build a new foundation. I began to challenge the belief that productivity equals worth. I looked for value in my kindness, curiosity, and relationships, qualities that existed before any job. Slowly, I redefined success. Not climbing a ladder, but living in alignment with my values. Success became about presence, connection, and inner contentment. True self-worth isn't achieved, it's accepted. It's the quiet belief that you are enough with or without titles. Losing everything taught me this most profound lesson. Embracing this new perspective meant getting comfortable with discomfort. The silence and uncertainty became my teachers. I leaned into the discomfort, knowing growth happens at the edges. My first step was simple journaling each morning, giving shape to my thoughts. The journal became a safe space to process and track my progress. I also took long, silent walks, leaving my phone behind. These walks grounded me, pulling me out of my thoughts and into the present. I noticed beauty in small things, the light, the leaves, the birdsong. These practices rewired my brain, teaching me to find solace in stillness. Discomfort became a signal for growth, not failure. Transformation, I learned, comes from quiet, consistent effort. Through these daily practices, I discovered a quiet, resilient strength. It was the strength to get up, to write, to choose presence over distraction. These small acts of resilience were the bricks I used to rebuild my life. I had survived my worst-case scenario and was still here. This survival stripped away my fear of failure. Resilience wasn't about being invincible, but about moving forward despite pain. Rebuilding from zero made me appreciate the small things. A conversation, sunlight, a home-cooked meal. I stopped chasing big moments and found contentment in the present. True strength is built through adversity, in choosing hope, action, and self-compassion. Starting over revealed a more authentic, grounded, and resilient me. Strength isn't about never falling, it's about how you rise and rebuild. Losing everything became the greatest gift, a forced reset. It stripped away noise and expectations, leaving a clean slate. In the emptiness, I finally asked, what truly matters to me? Who do I want to be? The answers came from within, not from society or peers. Sometimes life has to fall apart so something better can come together. I began to build my life around purpose, connection, and well-being, not a job title. My life became smaller, but richer and more meaningful. If you're lost right now, know this. It might be the beginning of something beautiful. This pain and uncertainty is not the end, but the start of a new chapter. Trust the process, celebrate small victories, and embrace the discomfort of transformation. Your most intentional, joyful life is waiting on the other side of this beautiful reset.